Hey guys and girls, welcome to my channel and welcome to Valheim. This is episode 5 and not going to be a lot of adventure in this. This is going to be a lot of grinding stuff that I got to do. I need to get copper and I need to get tin so I can start making bronze and getting bronze armor so I can move on to fight the second boss. In between videos I did a few things. I managed to capture myself a pig. He's not in this half, he's in this half over here. He was. There he is in the bottom left corner, you can see him. Now he's in the upper left corner. But the only reason I caught him is because he was a 3-star pig, which is the highest pig I can get with the current configuration that I have. I have a mod on here that controls the levels of the various mobs in the game, and I have it set for 3 stars max. So he's max, so he's going to give me maximum amount of leather scraps and meat and stuff like that, so that's why I trapped him. He's been tamed already. Basically you just got to give him food, leave him alone, and let him tame himself. It takes a couple of in-game days to get tamed. And the reason I have it broken out into 2 sections right now is if I find another pig, I'm going to bring him in here and put him in the front half and tame him, and then I can get the 2 together, and then give them food, and they can start mating, and they'll have babies, and that's how I will get my food. But it's right now, as you can see, middle top. It's 9:17 in the morning. I'm going to head over to one of my copper veins, and I'm going to mine it out. And I am not going to bore you with watching every single second of me mining out this copper. So what I want to do is I want to just get over there. I'm going to give you like a before, mine it out, give you like an after, and show you exactly how big these things really are. Because, of course, it's got to rain, right? Oh, and I got company behind me. Come on, get out of my hair. Need you guys. Oh, he dropped a magic item. What did he drop? What did he drop? Lifesteal. Attack stamina drain. That's really not that bad of a weapon, except it's really low end. Alright, let's see what we can do about getting over to my copper deposit. Which should be right here. Here it is. Now, you can see, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set up something, and I'm going to show you like a before picture and an after picture. Someplace where I can get above. So, let me get all of that set up. I'll get the before picture. I'll get the after picture, and we'll go from there. Alright, so let me find a place to get a before picture. So hang tight, guys, while I figure this out, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, guys, as you can see, this is the before picture. You can see the copper in the rock in front of me. And now we're fading into the after picture where I mined it all out. You can see the giant crater that I left. That crater is actually quite deep, and I ended up getting 93 copper out of it and an entire chest worth of stone. Okay, guys, now I'm looking for some tin. I'm on the shores of the Black Forest. You can find tin deposits along the shores as long as you walk around. And if there's any rivers that go into the Black Forest, you can find them on the shores of the rivers too. Like here's a piece here. What I would suggest, since this is right up against the water, is get underneath it when you mine it. So when everything falls out, it falls into your inventory and not all over. Whoops, that's the other problem you gotta worry about though. Whoops, 4. That's the other thing you gotta worry about. You make some noise, you catch people's attention. Or Great Rop's attention. Come on. Yeah, magic. I don't know. Take that shield. As I was saying, when everything falls, it falls right into your inventory. Doesn't go into the water. I'm not interested in what's under there, whatever he dropped, other than that magic shield. So I'm going to leave it there and save my inventory for the tin I find. Because that right now to me is more important. Again, get between you and put yourself between it and the water. This way it goes right into your inventory. Whoops, one too many times. Keep in mind, when you mine, you're making a lot of noise. Somebody's going to come, as we already saw from Mr. Blue Eye there. And here's another piece. Basically, I'm just going to mine this until my inventory is completely full. And then I'll just take it back to the base and smelt it. And I'll start working on making my bronze, which will give me my bronze shield, my bronze armor, bronze pickaxe, whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna need some copper to make the table. Forgot the name of the table. What's the name of the table? Forge. Couldn't remember the word forge. If you noticed, I added another mod. I got the clock in the top center, if I didn't mention that earlier. And that's in here, and I'm using that mod. This way I know what time it is in the game. Basically, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. is daytime, and 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. is nighttime. How close are we to full? Not even close. Alright, so this is the deal, and I'm going to show you how to smelt everything. I'm just going to continue mining, and when I come back, I'll be back at my base. I'll show you what I've been doing over there, and I'll show you how to smelt all this stuff and get it prepped. So, on that note, guys, we'll see you in a little bit, alright? Okay, I am back, and as you can see in my inventory, I have 28 pieces of tin ore. As you saw, I got them on the shore. I'm going to show you how to prep them so they can be used to turn into bronze or other items. The first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need 5 of the Surtling cores, which is what we got out of the dungeon, and you're going to need 20 rocks. Once you do that, you just go to your hammer and lay it in the position that you want. It's got to be on the ground, and it's got to be level. See, it depends on where it is. So your best bet is to get a hoe, garden hoe, not a ho-ho, and level the ground, and then you can place that down. And what you would normally do is you would throw a piece of wood. Let me see if I can get one real quick. Here's a piece of wood. Did I pick one up? Yes, I got one. That's all I need for demonstration purposes. Pick up a piece of wood, you bring it over here, and it says add wood. You hit E, you throw the wood in there, and then you wait a few, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, and it'll spit it out as charcoal. Now I have a mod installed. Oops, I got company. I have a mod installed that allows me to throw a ton of wood in the chest. Come here. Hello. Thank you. Now die. Thank you. Gotta bleed all over my new base area. Jeez. Anyway, so you got a piece of charcoal, and you store it somewhere until you're ready to use the smelter. Since I don't have enough Surtling cores to make both, what I did, and I'll show you here in the chest, is I made a whole bunch of charcoal in preparation for this. And like I said, it was all done AFK. With the mod, you just leave everything in the chest, leave the chest sitting right there, and the kiln will pull out of the chest and make you coal after coal after coal after coal. You come back in a little while, take it and throw it in your chest and keep going. Once you've got enough coal, You can just, let me get this out of your face so you don't see it. You can just destroy this. Middle mouse button destroys things. And then you would go to something else. You pick these things up. Yeah, I know I'm overweight, but that's not really much of an issue right now. We go back to this. And now we're going to lay down the smelter. As you look at it, this is where the material comes out. One side, this side is where coal would go in. And this side is where you would put your ore, tin, copper, and as the game goes on, eventually iron, silver. I don't know if you can do silver, but definitely iron. So put that in there. You notice a big puff of smoke? That means it automatically loaded itself up. And if we go over to the side here and check, you'll see smelter, coal, 20 out of 20. So it just pulled it straight out of here. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to take this and throw it in here. Boom, it just pulled it and now it's starting to smelt it. That's the mod that I installed. This way I don't have to manually do everything. I can let it do what it wants to do. And I can go do what I want to do. So while we're waiting for the ore to smelt, I'm going to show you what's over here. This, if you look at the map, this is my first base that I started right by where we spawned into the game. This is where I fought the first boss. And then I came down over here because I wanted to start checking the Black Forest out. And this part of the Black Forest is good. It's got a lot of copper and not too many bad guys in there. I ran into one troll. You run into the great dwarfs once in a while, but for the most part, as long as you keep your head up and you keep your hit points up, you can survive, and they're pretty good. And I'm doing it with leather armor on, so we're gonna let that smelt. In the meantime, this is gonna be the foundation for my base, my I think permanent base. So I started working on this a little bit. I managed to get a couple of pigs. I mentioned this earlier. They're all tamed. Some are level 0. That guy's a level 0. This guy's a level 0. These two are level 3. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the zeros. Basically what happens is when you mate animals, you're gonna give them some food here. Let's try, no. Let's try that. And we'll give them the mushrooms too. What'll happen is they'll go and eat. As long as there's food, they will eat, they will mate, and they will produce young. See, these are all level 3s, which is great. So we're going to let them do what they got to do. The higher the level, the better the bounty is off of them when you kill them. In other words, the more meat you get, the more leather you get. Things like that. So, and as you can see, this is just chugging away. We'll pick up a few of them. I got tin. We'll go over here. I'm going to, let's see. Let's take the 40 wood out. Let's put the tin in. Where'd the tin go? Alright, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to smelt the tin. Once I have the tin all smelted, I will come back and I will show you how to... I'm probably going to show you the base built next. Because I want to build the base before I start working on everything else. Alright, so in that note, I will be back shortly. And maybe I'll save the base for next video, but either way, no, I gotta show you the base first because I can't make the forge until I have the base built because I want the forge in that base. So we'll come back, show you the base built, show you the forge, all that other stuff, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, see you in a few. Okay, and we are now back in the game. For you guys, it was a couple of seconds. For me, it was actually days, but that's besides the point. This is what used to be my old area, my old building. As you can see, I completely moved out of it, because if you remember before, I showed you that I was building another base, and at the time I had just most of the floor laid out. So what it turned into was that. Now you're gonna look at it and go, huh? But if you recall, this is my pig pen. Come on, get in there. I know you can do it. See, this is my pig pen. Have a couple of pigs in here. You remember the pig pen, I'm sure, from a couple of minutes ago in a video. The reason I do that is so I can get in and out, but the pigs still can't get out. So I don't have to worry about getting the door shut fast. So this is what I ended up building. I actually went over and got my bees from the other house that was, if I show you on the map, we're right here. I went up here and got my bees. So then I just put them in here a few minutes ago. Well, game time a few minutes ago. So I'll have a nice supply of bees, bee honey. Over here, I moved my smelter, and this is where I'm keeping my coal and whatever else. And then inside is just my room. I made one large room. Beds over here. This wall is going to be all storage. Put some furniture in to increase my comfort level. Got a fire here to cook. Eventually I'm going to put a fire here when I can make a cauldron, so I can start making, they call them meads, but they're basically potions, you know, frost resistance and so on and so forth. Workbench pretty much centered in the room, so the radius is completely covering the building, so nothing can spawn in the building. Some storage over here. This is my storage for creating magic items, or magic items that I broke down. This is my storage area for stones, different types of ores. Eventually I'm gonna have to make a bigger area for it. Over here, let's fix stuff. Let's go over here, let's fix stuff. If you're wondering, my upgrades, I decided to put them in the ground. I'll show you real quick. Let's put this out of here. You can see my stuff right here and underneath. So this way it's not taking up space. Oh yes, that was good. I'm glad I saw that. That was another mod that just kicked in, by the way. Let's go like this. Let's go back here. So I got my upgrade stuff underneath the floor here. And if you notice, they're green. The rest of the place is blue. I did the same thing over here. I got the upgrades underneath here, except for the pink thing in the corner there. That I thought that would kind of look cool, so I left it out. That's for doing your enchanting. And when I get enough stuff to enchant, the next thing I'm going to enchant is the bow. But at this point, all I need is a little bit more bronze, make myself a shield, and then I gotta go find out where the second boss is, the Elder, and then take care of him. Now over here, this is an armor stand. This is a mod. Took me a little bit to get it to work, but it's here. If I hit Shift and E, I can change the hand positions. Well, if I hit Shift and not Control. See, so you've got a couple of different hand positions for you to display stuff. And we're going to put number 6 back on. And one thing to keep in mind if you use this, if you hang magic items on here, once you take them off, they are no longer magic items. They're just regular items. I found that out the hard way. This... Now if we do Shift E. Let's go with that pose for now. But yeah, both of these items were magic items. I hung them on here, took them off, and they were not magic items anymore. So just keep that in mind. Anything you put on here, be sure it's normal. I need to get some lighting in here. I haven't figured out what I want to do with that in that regard, other than my campfire. Come on. There we go. And that's my basic, my base for now. So what I'm going to do off camera is I am going to go... Let's face the fire so you can see me. Yes, I'm all decked out in bronze. That's why I'm kind of glowing like that. And if you notice, my comfort level just said is 8 instead of 4 or 5 or whatever it was because of the furniture I added in. And anyway, guys, on that note, have a great evening out there. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment, and set your alerts. And I'll see you in episode 6 at some point. And like I said, off camera, I am going to go mine some more copper and some more tin because I need to get a better shield. Well, I don't need to, but I want to get a better shield. And I gotta go find some more circling cores to make more smelting. The smelter and the kiln, I need both of them at the same time instead of breaking one, making it, breaking it, make the other. It's just more convenient to have them both there. And what else am I gonna do off camera? I think at this point that's going to be about it. Copper, tin, and certainly coils off camera. Once I come back, I'll show you guys what I did, and we will go from there. I might have to go find some more dungeons to find out where the Elder is, because I don't think I have him marked on the map yet, do I? No, I do not. I know there's more crypts up in this area, but yeah, we'll have to find them. So on that note, guys, have a good one. I'll talk to everybody soon. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, set your alerts, and have a great day. Bye, guys.